Yeah, good afternoon. Or good morning, guys. This morning is just a quick one. It is called Muddy Vibes from the stable of Humanist Steven. So we're going to be having this every Monday where we talk about issues that is actually happening, around us. I'm going to be talking about little information about what is it called? The news. Please just share this video as you come in. Press the share button. Then I will be talking about the lies of the Nigerian government on the massacre at Borno State. Okay, this is very very important for us that we need to know as a people. And but first, I will just talk about the headlines. The news headlines for today. Okay, guys, we're getting up, we're getting somewhere, we're moving really fast than we expected. Please, as you just come in, give us some likes, share the broadcast. If you're on YouTube, give us some thumbs up, share the broadcast, okay? I want to say a big thank you to Nigeria Watch TV for this, opportunity that we are always getting to get updates and vital information on how we can turn around the Nigeria state and also in particular our state, Edo State. Okay, guys. Now this is 7th December 2020. The news headline. And then we have the first on the news headline is the turnaround encounter. The Shiloh 2020 starts tomorrow. Okay, the Shiloh 2020 starts tomorrow. And this is from Bishop David Oyedipose. Join us by 7 a.m. tomorrow at the Shiloh headquarters in Lagos Ogun Expressway in Nigeria, southwest Nigeria. They are starting their turnaround encounter tomorrow at Shiloh headquarters in Nigeria. The second wave of the End SARS protest, which was supposed to start today, the policemen deployed to maintain law and order in Abuja and Lagos State. And I just got an information this morning that a lot of policemen had already barricaded the Lekki toll gate in Lagos State in order to prevent the gathering of these youngsters who are fighting for the future of their nation. So right now we have a lot of policemen and soldier men at the Lekki toll gate right now, taking over the entire space, not allowing these guys to come in. So policemen have been deployed to maintain law and order in Abuja and Lagos in the wave of the second EndSARS protest. Okay, guys. Also on the news, we also have the Bayelsa by-election, which took place yesterday on Saturday, and we all knew that there was some boat capsizing in the river, and based on the Nigerian police, they have confirmed 6 policemen dead in that very particular boat capsizing that took place in river in Bayelsa State during the Bayelsa by-election into the Senate. Also, in Plateau State, the APC retained the Plateau South Senatorial District, in the just concluded election that also took place on Saturday in Plateau State. Okay, guys, this is going to be interesting this whole time. So I'm just coming up with something new every now and then, so I can be able to get, acquainted about what is happening in our state and even in other parts of the world. The European Premier League, Zaha Benteke scores easy assisted as Palace trash West Brom 5-1. Palace trashed the West Brom 5-1 with the help of Zaha Benteke and Eze, who assisted the Palace to win West Brom 5-1 in the just concluded Premier League match that was played during the week. Now, the Kaduna Islamic leader says we didn't endorse Tinubu presidential ambition. Tinubu went to Kano State Tinubu went to Kano State some few days ago, and the entire world believed that they actually endorsed him, but they just come out to say, we did not endorse Tinubu presidential admission, says Kano Islamic leaders. Okay, we move over to Imo State. Three policemen arrested over killing of Imo wedding guests. There was a case that came up during the weekend also about the killing of some people in Imo State. So 3 policemen have been arrested over the killing of Imo guests. Okay, now we are moving over right now to Uruguay, and there in Uruguay we heard that the former Uruguay president Tabare Vasquez died at the age of 80. Tabare Vasquez is dead. He died at the age of 80. Now we're moving over to Niger State in Nigeria. Police killed. To Niger State in Nigeria. Police killed. Police killed bandit, rescue kidnapped victim in Niger State. The bandit was killed and the victim was rescued in Niger State. Now, don't allow governors borrow 70 trillion for pension fund. Serap tells Buhari. This is great. This is so hilarious. Don't allow governors borrow 70 trillion from the pension fund. The Serap tells Buhari. Buhari government is really becoming, a laughing stock in the Committee of Nations. 1 dead in Ogun auto crash as at yesterday. Okay, so we're moving over to Cross River senatorial by-election. INEC declares PDP Ode winner of Cross River senatorial by-election 2023. APC AD plan to merge in Adamawa chairman. APC and ADC plan to merge ahead of the 2023 election in Adamawa. I shall live up to expectation, say Lagos East Central elect Abiru. The election that just took place in Lagos, on Saturday. Abiru is saying he's going to live up to expectation. We hope he does that also, guys. APC candidate Karami wins Katsina Bar election. APC is really winning all elections around the federation. We hope they will be able to do something meaningful and tangible in order to help us. Please, as you are coming in, share the broadcast, share the broadcast. Give us some thumbs up, give us a likes as we move on. Okay, guys. So let's go further right now. On approved street gate, Lagos issues 7-day ultimatum to communities. On approved street gates, Lagos issue 7 days ultimatum to communities. By election, Obasa celebrate APC victory, says party short of more successes. Success without no performance is not success at all. Insecurity, whistleblowing method can expose terrorists. We hope so. Okay, we hope that can be workable. They've gotten a lot of information, but they never act on it. Drama as 6-year-old girl rejects foster father in Abuja. Wow. Oh, this is something. Drama as 6-year-old girl rejected foster father in Abuja. Okay, so maybe she doesn't want to leave the foster home to go and have a more better or private life, or maybe her spirit is not accepting the foster father right now, because some foster fathers are also terrible set of human beings. Okay, guys. Zabarmari election. PDP asked returning officer to step aside. Oh, I think PDP is losing that election, so they're asking the returning officer to step aside so that they don't have any kind of wudu-wudu. Okay. Sex romp. Police shot river brutal. Oh, what is police doing in a brutal? What are police going to do with brutal? This is funny. This happens in River State. Governor Ikpeju suspends chief of staff. Okay, the guy went and started spraying money, but just spraying money on this controversial prophet Odumeji. Okay, and that's the Abia State governor suspended his chief of staff over reckless act by the chief of staff. Police outlaw protests in Lagos ahead of NSAS phase 2. Like I said before, they have already barricaded every area in Lagos State to make sure that today's, protest does not take place. Tension as suspended tax collector killed truck driver in Onitsha. Nigeria is becoming a banana republic by each passing day, where people are being killed. Just, life becomes valueless. Life does not matter anymore in that state. Okay? Government kidnap businessman in Abia State. Government kidnap businessman in Abia State. Nigeria is becoming something terrible. So that is a new headline today on Nigerian news and around the world. Let's go to the main thing today. I got a very disturbing news that I decided to share with us. Okay, guys, and in that very particular news, we have the incident that took place in Borno State. Precisely in Zabarmari village in Borno State. And we heard from the first time that 30-something people were killed by the government of Nigeria. And the CNN said it was 100 and something people that were killed, and the UN said it was 100 and something people that were killed. Then after that, Gabashew, the spokesperson to the president, said the villagers did not take clearance from the Nigerian military before they went to their farm to actually harvest their crops. And we also saw Professor Yusuf, who was one time the executive secretary of National Health Insurance Scheme, came out and debunked that very particular information. And today, why I decided to come at this early morning is to explain to us what the village head of Zabarmari village said about the killing. And this news is actually from Punch News. Sorry, guys, I put Vanguard there. It was from Punch News, Punch Nigeria News, that I got this information. I felt it is important that we should also hear about it. Guys, give me some likes, please. Let's get some likes. Let's get some thumbs up on this right now. Okay, guys, just give us some thumbs up. Give us some like. Say, after beheading 78 youth, Boko Haram got tired and told others to go and spread news about killing. Buka, Zabarmari's village head, says this news was published on the 7th of December 2020 by Punch News. Okay? Okay. So now, Zabarmari is a Hausa settlement in Borno State. This is what the village head is saying. I'm going to give you everything you need to know about it, guys. Okay? And its peace was shattered on Saturday, November 28, 2020, when Boko Haram terrorists attacked and killed farmers on their farmland. The village head, Zabarmari Zana Buka, recanted the incident in the interview he had with Punch News. Okay, guys? I'm going to ask the question and I'm going to give you his replies. So it's going to be like, I'm just going to quote him verbatim, word to word, without not adding mine to read. Say, how long have you been staying in the area and how old are you? Say, my name is Zana Lawan Buka. I am the village head of Zabarmari. I am 53 years old. I am married to 4 wives and I have 17 children and grandchildren too. I was born here in Zabarmari to the late Lawan Bako Bello. That is, he's just trying to talk about his background. Okay, guys? So before insurgency, I was live in the community. So life in this village was very exciting and interesting. We had fun growing up here. Being an agrarian community, we were engaged in farming activities right from childhood. We grew up watching our parents till the land to grow food, which was used to cater for us. In those years, we had large farmlands, which were mainly used for rice and maize cultivation. Some of our parents were into fishing too. Some of us children, after our Quran classes, would run to the water to catch fish and swim in the dirty, muddy water. We did it for fun. Little did we know, we were training ourselves to make a living from such activity. It was really fun, as everywhere was calm and peaceful. No chaos, no crisis, nothing. Even we used to sleep in the farm, while some of us would play at the river bank till late in the night, when our parents would come searching for us. At such time, we would receive spanking from our father for staying late, but the next day, we would still go back there. There were no case of killing, banditry, or stealing. We knew each other in this community. When a visitor came into the village, we knew whose compound he was visiting. We knew every household by the name of their first child or the trade their parents were engaged in. Our parents used to eat from the same plate when they got back from their farm or the river where they went fishing. So it is with this tradition and culture that we were brought up. And we also kept to the culture when we took over from our fathers, until this madness called Boko Haram came and stole our pride and joy away. Oh, if you listen to that, first part, it is so, wherever you have been, so much in peace. Suddenly, the peace you've enjoyed all this while are turned around to become a nightmare. How terrible, how terrific, how traumatizing it will look. Okay? I started to bring it out so that people will know what the Nigerian government is actually passing through, what people are passing through in that state called Nigeria. So please, guys, just share this broadcast. If you're on Facebook, share. If you're on YouTube, share. Give us like. Let people get this information. It's so touching. It's so heart bleeding. Now, look at the next question. In what year did the people leave the community at the height of the insurgency? In what year did the people leave the community at the height of the insurgency? He said, to God be the glory. We never had that experience that pushed us out of this place since the inception of the insurgency in 2009. Though on 2 occasions Boko Haram attacked us and forced us to flee for safety, we all came back immediately after the fighters had finished their operations and left. We didn't stay more than 24 hours outside our village. The first attack happened some 6 years ago, while the second attack happened 2 years back. The Boko Haram insurgents came in and started shooting indiscriminately, and the people got scared and fled, but nobody left because of the insurgency. You see, I started wondering where the Shehu Gaba got his information from that they were supposed to get clearance, whereas these guys said they have never left their village from the beginning of the insurgency that started in 2009. They've never left. And it is also only twice that these people had come to their village. They only ran for safety, and after they have gone, they return back to their village. So where were the people who fled relocated to? Those that left went to Madinatu camp and Maduguri, but almost all of us returned the following day. We never left this village to live as IDPs on those two occasions, and we have been carrying on with our normal activities ever since. Okay, this narrative is from the village head of Zabarmari village, where Boko Haram went on rampage, killing people like rams. Okay, guys? I have to bring this interview to your notice because of what the Nigerian government said about lying. So the next question was, why did they return to the community? Did the state government bring them back? No. The government did not even need to tell us to come back because we are not stranded. Those who had to pass the night outside this village came back the next day. They slept outside because they thought the insurgents might likely come back. This is a farming community. We survive purely on our farm produce, so we cannot afford to stay away for so long. Our people have a lasting infinity with this village because of the unique features we are known for. We are the largest rice farmer. We are the largest rice farming community in the entire Borno state. And I wonder why government of Nigeria should not protect such a community. The largest rice farming community in the entire Borno state. And this man called the Buhari had to close borders. He had to close borders. Yet he's not making provision for the security of lives and property in those states that actually produces this food. So you see, everything has skyrocketed in the market because Boko Haram is chasing these guys away from their farms, and the government of Nigeria is practically doing nothing to support them. Okay? We fish too. Everybody you see in this village is either a farmer or a fisherman. And we have invested so much in this trade. So how do you expect us to let this investment go down the drain just like that? What a very heartbroken submission. Really heartbroken. Really, really heartbroken. The government of Nigeria should start thinking. The Borno state government should start doing the needful. We need to get a state police. We need to get local government police as soon as possible. If we have to end crime in Nigeria, we need to get a local government police. It is very, very important. So is it true that the villager did not get military clearance before returning based on what this man said? This Gaba Shehu. And they say it's a military clearance for, you say? Well, whoever made that statement is ignorant of happenings around this village. If you do a fact check on Zabarmari, you will discover that we have been living in peace and tranquility despite the challenges of insurgency around us. Though we have had instances when the terrorists burnt our farmland, killed some of our brothers, and even stole our cows, which we use for farming and transporting our produce, but we have never had any security threat that will make us seek security clearance to go about our daily activities. Except, of course, when the military is going on patrol and they feel it is not safe, they will tell us to hold on for them to go clear the bush before they can let us go to the farm. But if not so, we have never been stopped from going to our farm on the grounds of insecurity clearances. So I began to wonder how the government of Nigeria got that very particular news they talked about. Sorry, guys. So I'm now wondering how the Nigerian government got that news they talked about right there. Because I don't know how they came about the kind of news they are giving. Okay, guys. Now you will see from what I've just said now, that village have never for one day asked for clearance from anybody. They have never one day been under serious attack to the point of them leaving the community, going to the IDP camp in Maduguri or anywhere around the state for more than 24 hours, which is a day. And he said the reason why they do that is just because they are scared that the people or the fighters might decide to come back and invade the village again. And the moment there is sanity in the community, they decide to just move on. So I am pleading with the Nigerian government today to, as a matter of fact, to begin to start doing the right thing. Borno State is the headquarters of the Boko Haram insurgency. So why on earth will you allow a community like that to be so porous to the point that 78 people were killed and you said it was only 43? And this guy said many, more than that were killed in one day. They were not just killed with guns. They were slaughtered. Their neck was demarcated from their bodies. The man said only 7 of the 78 people that were killed actually had their neck left and their head left on their body with the skin, not even the bones. This man said the 12 people that left who came to give the villager report told them that the Boko Haram fighter became tired of slaughtering. So they have to ask the 12 left to go back to the village and tell the people and proclaim the news of the killings that took place in their farms. Guys, sometimes I feel a little bit upset when I see the way and manner life has become worthless in Nigeria. I feel a little bit sad when I see the way people don't really care anymore. People don't say anything anymore when people are being killed in Nigeria. That become the order of the day. Government don't even make news about it anymore. No government. Doesn't matter who they are, whether on the state or the federal level. None of these people comes out to make a broadcast, to address the people when there is an killings and awesome destructions of life and property. The value of a Nigerian life worth nothing in the Nigeria of today. It's so pathetic. It's so disturbing. It is very, very heartbroken. "78 people were killed, and the government had remained silent till now." One guy was kidnapped in Nigeria or Nigeria, wherever it is, an American. And the American Navy SEAL had to fly from America about 6,700 miles to Niger with the permission of the Nigerian authority. They came into our land, dislodged these criminals, killed 6 of them, and rescued 1 man. And the news, Donald Trump was out in every 5 hours to give update on the kidnap of 1 American. Not the killing now of 1 American. The kidnap of 1 American by the Boko Haram insurgency in another land, not even in their land. So you will understand if those things, if other nations can so much have regard for their people, what is the Nigerian government actually doing? Why do you have to lie over the killing of your people? And sometimes I get worried when they come out, people like Femi Adesina, Gabashew, Festus Kayamo, Rotimi Amechi, and all these idiots. They come out and begin to lie, telling the people lies upon lies, all in an event to cover up their very many failures and shortcomings. I'm going to read another news to you again briefly after I would have talked on this by Nasir El-Rufai. I hope I get it on my. I hope I see have it. So let me check if I have it first. You know, I'm a little bit worried. You know, I love my country. I love my country, and I hope and believe that I should be back home in my country, you know, very soon. Please share this video. Just give us some likes, please. Okay, and I'm doing this most of the time to let our people know I'm a humanist, like you can see. I believe in the sanctity of life. I believe life, one life, is too big to be taken for whatsoever reason. That is why I always come out to preach peace, development. Because if you have a country where the gap between the rich and the poor is being breached by the middle class, the level of insurgency, crime will reduce. What creates crime in every society is because we have the super rich, we have the super poor, nothing in between. And when that bridge is not there, it is so glaring that you can see from top and down. Can people to understand the difference on what is happening? And that is one thing that I am fighting for. I am hoping and believing the youth of my time can also do the same thing. And let's shun all this unnecessary favoritism, unnecessary financial gains that we'll be planning to get. Let's begin to do the right thing. Let's create this bond. Life first before wealth. Okay? Now, there was a time when aloe vera came, he said, health is wealth. So if health is wealth, means life is wealth also. So when someone's life is being taken and nobody does nothing, and everybody's mute because it is not you yet, it can get to you tomorrow. There was a rampage in Benin during the court clashes where many, over 30 youth were slaughtered by themselves. The social media space was mute about it. Nobody said anything, except some few individuals who actually came out to speak about it. The Borno, massacre came. Many social media, nobody said anything about it. Not even the traditional TV stations. They did nothing. Maybe they take it for 1 day or 2 days and they're done. Because everybody's afraid of what might happen if they continuously broadcast the evil part of the Nigerian government. Guys, let me say something to you. The best you could do is to expose evil so that you yourself can be saved from the evil that is looming. A state of anarchy, no bans. Like what you are seeing in the North today. When it started in 2009, everybody thought it was a normal phenomenon. It was a normal way of the Northerners hurting. They come out, do some riots, kill some few people, return back home. Everybody felt quiet. Nobody said anything. Even when, during the Obasanjo time, when Sharia came up by this Zamfara man, okay, it came up. Obasanjo said, come on, it doesn't matter. This is your way. But it was this same Sharia law that gave birth to today's insurgency in Nigeria. The Nigerian government refused to do the needful, to do the right thing, by trying to make sure that such an excess, state was being, cramped down on. But they allowed it to grow because of political correctness. And that has given birth to what we have today. In a secular nation, Sharia is being practiced where there is a constitution that says how life needs to be. I am one of the advocates of a Nigerian police. I am one of the advocates of restructuring. The reason I'm doing this is not because I'm from the South or because I'm from the Niger Delta where we have so much oil. No, because oil is becoming a thing of the past in the world today. Yes. But I am advocating for a restructuring, taking most of the powers of the federal government under the concurrent list, taking it back to the exclusive and the residual list, so that there will be proper and effective management of those powers. And one of those powers is the police. On Saturday morning, I came out just the same time like this, and I played a video of what was happening around Benin-Auchi Road, particularly in Wode local government area in Edo State. And if I knew, if there were state police, there were local government police, according to law, the rampaging Fulani herdsmen would have been there. But now there would have been a high reduction in the activities within the state of the federation. And I'm also very sure the Boko Haram insurgency would have gotten to this height if they were actually local government police, state police, in collaboration with the Nigerian police force. Because the locals, the states, knows the in and out of their communities. And also, the locals and the state speaks practically the same language. So you can't be plotting an evil within the locality without the local police not understanding what you are saying. You can't have a federation unit with a unitary background. It means that is a state that have been designed to fail from the beginning. Those people who actually made this constitution never loved Nigeria. I want my Nota brothers to understand this right now. You guys are actually bearing the greater part of the bonds of the failed government of Nigeria. As a result of the continuous insurgency that is emanating from your region, from Boko Haram to ISIS Africa, to banditry, to Fulani Esme terrorization, now even to kidnapping. I don't think there is anywhere in the South where 78 people will be killed in a village, not a state, in a village, without we not making noise. If you kill one, we shout at the top of our voices. That is why we are not apolitical in any ways. We are free-minded people that needs the betterment of the nation called Nigeria. Please, guys, share this video, please, and give us some likes and thumbs up. We are free-minded Nigerians who believes in the sanctity of lives. But in the North, maybe the religion, I don't know, maybe try to protect the man that is in power today. Because I know between 2011 and 2015, you guys were all out on the then president of Nigeria, Goodluck Ebele Jonathan. I already heard or saw a vibrant northern region in that 6 years of Goodluck administration as the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. I actually saw a north that we're out on daily basis, lambasting the presidency under Goodluck Jonathan, when even the level of insurgency today, the level of insecurity, the level of poverty and hunger is not even 30% of what you guys are experiencing today. But everybody is quiet. Nobody says nothing because the man who is at the affair of the Federation today is a northern Muslim fanatic. Bring back our guests. campaign ended the day Goodluck Jonathan lost election. The only person left now in that group that is still speaking today is Aisha Yusufu. Only person left. But she doesn't talk about bring back our guest anymore. He's dead. I am not trying to hold sway for the South here, guys. I'm trying to say we, the Northerners, can also start speaking up. You can't be killed just the way you are being killed and nothing is happening. 78 people were slaughtered, not shot by gun. We are slaughtered like animals in their own community. That has never happened in the South. Even killing 2 people in the South always cause outrage, either by the police or even by the terrorist group called Fulani Elders. There's always a reprisal. We speak. We call the attention of the international community. In every slight attack on us, we are on the social media space calling and crying for people to hear what is happening to us. That is the only way you can avert a looming doom that is roaming around your people. Even this same group of people called Boko Haram, they are scared of their social media. And most of you know where they live, guys. But because of your religion, I'm sorry, guys, I'm not trying to get into anybody's religion today. But because of your religion or because of what you believe, you decide to die rather than allowing power to transit to where they can be able to do better for you. I remembered that when Goodluck Jonathan was building Amajari schools in the north, to take away these same people who have become bandits, who have become terrorists, who have become elders, killing people rampantly because of lack of education and proper home training. You guys said you don't need a classroom. Reading Quran is good. Reading Quran is good. I'm not disputing that. Just the way we read Bible. But in our studying of the Bible, our common sense is still intact in our head. This program will tell you, you don't need to be educated. Let me shock you guys. This imam, this big man will tell you, you don't need to be educated. They are lying. Their children are studying abroad. They live in luxurious houses. They drive luxurious automobiles. They use sophisticated gadgets in their homes, in their offices, in their cars. They wear very well-designed designers. All these I've just mentioned are product of education. Yes, bro. All these I just put together today are product of education. So when they lie to you about not getting educated because you don't need it. All you need is only the Quran. Please, guys, give me some likes. All you need is only the Quran that will help you, bros, sister, from the north. They are deceiving you. They want you to be perpetually remain their slave all your life. So let's wake up. Let's face the reality. Join hands with your Satan brothers. Let's face Nigeria. Nigeria needs to be good. Nigeria is for all of us. It's for you. It's for me. It's for everyone. You can become what you want to become if you decide to stand and make Nigeria working. Your voice can do it. Keeping quiet is just a sign of acceptance of the abnormality that is happening in that state. I don't want to be political right now. You guys know me. People don't like me for that, but I don't want to be political. I only just want to be real. I just want to be factual. I just want to go to the point. That's why I'm a humanist. I believe in the sanctity of life. So it doesn't matter whose ego I'm going to bust or punctured by my broadcast. All I do is say the fact, the way they are, present it to the people, educate the people on what to do so we can have a better life. We live in Europe today, not because we want to be here. We live here because the people here have actually done something in their own land that makes you and I to run down here every time. Now there's a news I'm going to read to you, then I will call it a day, guys. Thank you, guys. Please just give me some share. Just continue sharing this news. This is where you get it raw. This is where you get it. Anything you can think of, it is on this show. It's on this show. You get it all year on this show. Now, Erufai. True federalism. State police. Buhari agrees. National Assembly must act now. Erufai says, guys, if you have a representative in the National Assembly, start writing them. Erufai just told us that Buhari had already agreed on state police. Now start pressurizing your state governor. Start pressurizing your state governor to pressurize the senators, the House of Rep, the State House of Assembly members in the state, for them to start putting pressure on their colleagues at the National Assembly to go into the process of amending that dubious documents called the Nigerian Constitution in order for them to correct the abnormalities that is in the Constitution that is creating the havoc that we are experiencing in Nigeria today. Okay, guys, this is from Erufai talking now. This news was actually on Vanguard News. On Vanguard News. So I'm going to just read it word to word, just like I did in the previous one I just did. Okay, guys? Says draft bill ready since 2018. The draft bill for the state police, for the restructuring of Nigeria, has been ready since 2018. But lawmakers failed to take actions. On 2023, I don't believe in rotation, but zoning favors South. On Zabarmari killing, governors are frustrated, says Erufai. Governor Nancy El-Rufai was the chairman of the All Progressive Committee on True Federalism, which was raised by the ruling party at the federal level to look into structural defects in the nation and point the way forward. The committee completed its job in 2018. In this interview, El-Rufai says, contrary to the view in some quarters, President Muhammadu Buhari is not opposed to the recommendation of the committee, including the one on state police, insinuating that the reason some of the recommendations have not been implemented or become law is because National Assembly members have failed to act. So he shifted the blame to the National Assembly. And then Matthew Rogide, Dennis, aka Denko, Obede Iyama Omorige, and others are across the state. It is now the ball is in your court. Please, Edo State, begin to bombard your representatives with this news from El-Rufai that they need to start clamoring. They need to put up a private bill based on this recommendation by the APC committee on true federalism, so that they can bring to pass that which can help us to have a better and a more structured, robust Nigeria. He also speaks on the insecurity challenges facing Nigeria and explains why governors are feeling frustrated. The governor also shared his perspective on the killing in the states. On the last killing in Kaduna, Governor El-Rufai says, it is most unfortunate that after months of relative peace in Kaduna, some people decided to recklessly kill fellow people and as usual, those who felt aggrieved decided to carry out reprisal attack at the pace which much faster than we are used to. We are trying to contain the situation by deploying security forces. It is unfortunate that these lives were lost. As our government has always said, people should not take laws into their own hands. When there is a breach of the law, the appropriate thing is to report to security agency or traditional rulers or even community leaders to intervene and ensure that due process of law take its course. So long as people resolve to self-help, this kind of situation will not go away, and it is most unfortunate. And I am happy to report that the special force on the ground have arrested suspected perpetrators of the killings on both sides, and we are going to vigorously investigate and prosecute them. I hope so, because we always hear this word. We're going to investigate, we're going to persecute. That is the end. You don't hear of it anymore. On long-term solutions to the problem, the long-term solution to the problem is for people to realize that there is law and order, that there are security agencies that there are constituted authorities and comply with the law. If someone does anything to you that you consider unlawful, you report to the appropriate authority and wait for the will of justice to take its course. You should not resort to self-help, because if anyone has the capacity to resort to self-help, and if we do that, we return to the state of nature where no one is safe. We have been preaching this, and we believe community must learn to live in peace. I hope so also. No one will chase anyone away. We are all Nigerians, and we have the right to be where we are in any part of the country. That is true. But tell your Boko Haram people to, as a matter of fact, reduce their level of killings. We have seen a lot of progress because of the involvement of our traditional rulers and community leaders in preaching this message. And we hope that more and more of this will happen across the state. And people will rely on constituted authority to resolve dispute and prosecute those who have been indicted on criminal offenses rather than resorting to self-help. On the local police, we have always made the argument that centralized police does not work. Centralized police does not work. Nigeria is the only country in the world that is a federation that has only one police force. We have made the argument that states should be allowed to have their own police and that even local governments should be allowed their own police. The number of the police we have is inadequate. We have less than half of what we need, and a large number of them are engaged in non-police duties by carrying the handbags of the wives of important people. We need police, more police. We need more police. In Edo State, we need a minimum of 500,000 police. In Edo State, we need a minimum of 500,000 police. 500,000 policemen only in Edo, in order to protect the 4 million people. Because each policeman is supposed to go with a minimum of 10 for there to be adequate policing. And that's what we are not getting. In Nigeria today, we have one policeman to about 5,000 people. We're going to explain what we are experiencing today. We need to have a greater footprint of policing in Nigeria. And the only way to achieve that is that in a fast-track manner is to amend the constitution. Amend the constitution. So please call on your House of Rep to amend the constitution and put policing on the concurrent list as recommended by the APC committee so that we have adequate policing. Even today, most state governments are responsible for the running cost of the police. Can you imagine? They give you a commission that does not listen to you, but yet the only thing government does is to pay their bills. Look at it. Say the federal government only pay the salaries of the policemen. The federal government only pays the salaries of the policemen, but the running cost, the logistics, their vehicles, their fuels are all the responsibility of state government across the country. So what are we afraid of? Let us just amend the constitution and allow state police, and in fact, go further and allow local police. That way you have more security footprint, and there will be very strong regulation to restrict the activities of the local government police and the state police, and differentiate between state police and differentiate between state and federal crime, as we have in virtually every federation. That's the truth. I think for once in my life, I have agreed to Nasir El-Rufai, governor of Kaduna State, on why APC committee recommendation on state policing is difficult to implement against the backdrop that people are killed every day due to insecurity. Look, this is El-Rufai talking. He said, look, the status quo is always difficult to change because people are benefiting from it. The IGP will not want them to have a state police because he will become poor. Because the commissioner of police will not be under him. Do you know they do what we call Roger? The Roger from the boys or this disbanded SARS, they will take it to the DPO. The DPO will not take it to the commissioner. Commissioner will not take it to the AIG. The AIG will not take it to the IG. So that's how it works. So if you now have a state police where the commissioner of police is now under the control of the state government, the state police will now become, the commissioner of police will now become alpha and omega. So the money they collect in the state will not go again to the IG. So that is the problem. Okay? People don't want change, and you have to understand that we have a history of coming from military rule. We have a constitution that was written under the military that still sees Nigeria through unitary lenses. But it is clear that this has not worked. We have submitted our report. Come on, guy. God bless you, sir, for this. We all know now that the constitution is faulted, is fraudulent. Erufai just said it now. The constitution is a military constitution operating in the clothing of a civilian government or a democracy or a federation government. So that is why the president is so powerful that he can do and undo in the Nigeria Federation, which is not applicable in any other part of federation in any part of the world. The president agrees with this, with the content, main clause of the report, and we drafted bills that will enable the amendment of the constitution, as well as statutory amendments that will give effect to our recommendation. You don't need the president to, or even the federal government, or even the APC to put this into effect. Any member of the National Assembly can pick our report, any of the bills, and sponsor it as private member bills. What are these people waiting for? Erufai is saying, you, the senators, Ahmed Lawal, Femi Bajamila, he says, you guys are the problem of Nigeria. He has shifted the blame from the executive now to the legislators. The ball is in your court to do the needful. Because of the money you guys are embezzling today, you have decided not to do the needful by helping the Nigerian government to get the right thing out. The reason this hasn't been done is inertia. The fact that people don't want change, but Nigeria is overdue for the redesigning of our security architecture and many other aspects of our politics and the economy. Oh God. Like I said, first time I see Erufai speaking like a pan-Nigerian. Said the Nigerian structure is overdue. So, where are my Southeastern brothers? What is your senators doing right now? What is your governors doing? Where are the South people crying for restructuring? Now, we all now know that the problem, according to Erufai today, is not actually that of them anymore. They made a recommendation that he had brought out to the notice of the general public today. Why are these people who is sitting there sleeping not done something by presenting this bill? Senator Baribe, Matthew Ururide, Omar Gege, and all of you that are within the Southeast, the South zone, that we are clamoring for restructuring. Why are we not forcing our senators, our House of Rep members, to carry up this bill? He said it is time for Nigeria to be redesigned on the polity, the economy, and the security architecture. What do you need more? That is all what restructuring is all about. The economy, everything. It is high time you guys bring it up. Let's see if it is the northern senators or the northern House of Rep members that will say no. We will not know where our problem is. But you guys not bringing it up. The ball is now in your court. So clamoring, fighting for restructuring without you not doing something to see it come up means that you guys are just speaking without not taking actions. Okay? So I call on he said, now, Erufa said, I call on members of our National Assembly to take our report, look at the bills we have drafted and worked on them. Try to give us state police, state judiciary, vast control of all year. Oh God. Vast control of oil, I repeat, vast control of oil and minerals in the state. Offshore in the government of the federal, while state pay royalty and tax. You see that now? That's what it should be. This is how a federation should run, and we should go back to it. We blame the North. We blame the North. The problem of Nigeria, like I always say, is the South. Our greed has made us not to know when to do some certain things. We are the problem of the nation. The South is united, the North is united, the South is divided. Rather than uniting to fight a common cause, we are fighting each other for no reason. On solution to insecurity, I don't think the solution lies with President Muhammadu Buhari alone. Yes, I can always call Mr. President, but we presented this report to the president on January 2018, along with then chairman of our party, Chief John Odigio Yegu, and he, Buhari, accepted virtually all the recommendations we incorporated in the report before we even finalized it. So I don't think it is a call away from President Buhari. Buhari has no issue at all with having this recommendation implemented. If it is true or not, let someone in the National Assembly pick up that drafted bills and present it to the House. This is in the preview of the National Assembly. It's up to the National Assembly to take these recommendations and convert them into laws and constitutional amendments so that once they are passed by 2/3 majority, they will go to the state. We made several recommendations that will make Nigeria fundamentally work better. Guys, this is news for you. Like I said, the year you get it raw, you get it fat, you get it figures. We had 9 governors as members of that committee, several senators, several members of House of Rep and ministers. So there was broad consensus across everyone that things are not working and that we need to do this for our country to work better. So it is not about President Buhari. It is the National Assembly that ought to take this and move it forward. Of course, President Buhari can sponsor executive bills for that to happen, but it doesn't need to. Any member of the National Assembly can pick any of the bills, redraft and molded, and put it through the process of legislation. And if it is a matter for constitutional amendment, as soon as the 2 chambers of the National Assembly pass it, it will go down to the State House of Assembly. And I can assure you, the Nigerian Governor Forum fully supports all the recommendations we made in that report. Now, sir, there's something you don't understand here. The reason why the North is always winning is because we have a divided South. The reason why, I repeat, the reason why the North is always winning is because we have a divided South. That I will continue to say. The day the Southern Nigerians decide to work together, then we are in for a better Nigeria. In fact, at the time we made this recommendation, even PDP governors like the former governor of Bayelsa State came to Kaduna and commended my chairmanship of that committee and put its weight behind it. So this is something that enjoyed the support of bipartisan consensus. And there is no reason it should be done. It should not be done fast and quickly. On partisan positioning becoming governor position, first, it was a party committee, but enjoyed bipartisan consensus. Many PDP governors even supported the broad thrust of our recommendation. And as I said, former Governor Dixon even came to Kaduna and more or less adopted the report of the committee at a time he was the chairman of PDP Governor Forum. It enjoyed bipartisan consensus. So it is not a matter of moving it from one party to the government or anything like that. Like I said, what we did was just to write a report and made the recommendations. We actually drafted the constitutional amendment required. So you don't need anyone, any interlocutors, any member of the National Assembly can pick the bill tomorrow and present them to the chambers, and the rest of the process will follow. Yeah, it is speaking. This is a recommendation that is in the public domain. Why are people not acting? Why are the Southerners not acting? Let us say that they not refused. They should make the bold step. Let the North refuse at the end of the day. That's what we want. Let them make the step and let the North refuse. They will not know that, okay, the Northern Nigerians are the ones that are saying no. It is the Northern that is telling us that we have made these recommendations, but the National Assembly had refused to carry it further. On Zabarmari farmers killing, we are all frustrated. I am frustrated in my state. Many governors are frustrated in their state. We are called chief security officer in our state only in name. We have no control over coercive instrument of state. We are all frustrated. We are almost helpless. The answer protest clearly shows we don't have control over security. Some of us have more influence than others, but to a large extent, you ask the commissioner of police to do something, it tells you he has to clear with the IG. This is the reality. I don't have a say on who is posted to my state as CP, and if I give him directive, he can decide to flog them. The Sultan says the North is the worst place to live. If you say so, if you say you are frustrated, where then do you go? We have made representation to the president and vice president. One of the most important steps which I have taken, I've written to the president on the fact that the police council should meet regularly, and he has concurred. The constitution created the National Police Council, which has the 36 state governors as members, and it is that council that actually regulates the operations of the police. It should not only consider the appointment of the IG, it should also meet regularly so that the operation of the police can be regulated by the governors. Right now, the council does not meet, and the IG just report to the president. When in actual fact, it should report to the president and 36 of us. Secondly, there is a need to look into the deposition of the armed force across the country and target them in the area of their greatest needs. In the Northwest and Northeast, we are dealing with banditry and Boko Haram insurgency. And there is a need for sustained and coordinated bombing and ground operation to wipe out these bandits and remnant of Boko Haram insurgents. This is what Goodluck Jonathan was doing when you guys said that it was killing the Northern because of election. And it can be done. It's a matter of continuously bombing and ground operation. It's not a matter of doing it in one state and they move into another state. There's a lot of operation ongoing. There's a lot of troops, special force, mobile police, but it is reactive. It is not taking into account that these bandits must be wiped out at the same time in all the state once and for all. They said on the zoning in 2023 an APC position, it is important to make this clarification. Personally, I am against zoning because I believe that no country in the last 30 years I have spent studying nations, I have not seen a single nation in the world that has progressed by picking leader based on where they came from or based on religion. They not actually cause the zoning because you guys want to hold on to power. Why you don't produce anything? Why you don't have a way of making the nation go forward? Go check history. Every time the North is in power, the Nigerian state goes back, 10 steps backward. All the effort of Obasanjo in his government have been returned back again to where we came from in Abacha's regime. We are so in debt today. We are going into recession twice in the space of 5 years. The price of goods and services has increased tremendously well from 7,000 or 8,000 naira for a bag of rice and become 42,000 naira today. You guys are so religiously blended that you always want someone from your religion to come to power. This actually brought about the zoning formula. We want to find that you guys are not actually thinking of the development of Nigeria as a state, but you're actually thinking of how you can continually head sway to government, all in order to be in control. If that is the case, the other part of the nation are not seeing that they are not being treated fairly, so they need to find a way to put themselves also into the government of the day. So that's what brought about zoning. Okay? So it's not all about if you don't believe, but we know if you guys actually want to run a better Nigeria, the SAT has the capability to help produce a more structured, a more working Nigeria. Obasanjo did it. Jonathan came and did the little he can. And I believe if an Igbo man, which I am actually vying for, standing for, supporting to become the president in 2023, we might have a better chance of having a better Nigeria based on their apprenticeship, based on their business acumen. I am very sure, I'm very certain they can create more better Nigeria if they are being given the chance. So let us start seeing people being elected into offices not based on political affiliations, not based on religious affiliations, but let it be based on their antecedent, on how they can be able to deliver based on what they've done in the past and what they are doing presently. That can help us. We are being retrograded today because we are actually operating on I know you system. So we are asking today that the idea where we are today is as a result of you guys know one thing, to understand the way and manner that a working nation actually runs. For example, how can you bring us a man since 2003, he had 150 cows, since 2015, till 2019, he has 150 cows. It's questionable. A man who could not increase his flocks, his business, how can such a man be able to take Nigeria to the next level? I will also blame the North alone. I will also talk to my certain governors, to my certain senators, House of Rep members. You guys also are not doing enough for our state. It's the truth of the matter there. Go to Lagos. Lagos is a glorified slum. Come to Edo. It's called the ancient city. Go to River State. It's a glorified slum. Go to Bayelsa. No road even to Gola village. We get money. What do we use the money for? Yeah, I know someone's going to say, how much do they get as what is it called, allocation from the federal government? How much do you get from your internally generated revenues? If you get little money, then you work within the money, not having your recurrent expenditure higher than your capital. That's what is happening today. I heard that Lucky Benedio and what's the name of the other governor again? Lucky Benedio and Ibori had already got it over close to 1 trillion. 1 trillion in the last few years. As money they give to them for their retirement or whatever. So imagine a state like Edo, which we tend to be a civil servant state, is paying a huge amount to Lucky Benediction, to Oshomole, and their deputies. And soon, Obaseki will join them. How can such a state progress? And what they are giving them is not today. Even the money they use in building houses for them in the three states, one in Abuja, one in Lagos, and one in Benin, in the trust areas, in their own trust areas. This you guys can abolish, just like Lagos is doing that now, to abolish the payment. I know Tinubu is doing it because Tinubu want to run for governor, want to run for president. I know he's a greedy guy. But notwithstanding that, I want every southern state also to do the same thing. When you're in government, you make so much money. You need to invest your money. Not, depending on the commonwealth of the citizenaries to continually live on. This is unacceptable. It's unacceptable. It's unacceptable. It is completely unacceptable, guys. So that's why I'm not exempting any governor, except the governor start making laws, start proposing laws to stop this open rape on the economy of the states of the South. Until governor stands, in this kind of okay, we need to stop this rape. I will continually to say, this is against the details of good governance. That's why you can't get proper development when this guy makes so much money. Makes so much money for no just cause. If you are coming to serve, you be able to serve the people wholeheartedly and turn around what we met on ground. We all have businesses. We grow our business from nothing. To a very enviable height. But when we come to governance, we complain. So I start wondering. In our business, we don't receive allocations every month. But yet, our business functions very well. We create every avenue we can use in generating revenue to help build our businesses as private individuals. But the moment we get into government, we start complaining that there is no money to run the day-to-day affairs of the government. I start asking myself, how do you manage to run your business from a shop to become a conglomerate? How do you manage to run your business from one warehouse to 20 warehouses in each state of the federation? How do you manage to run your business from one bus to not have fleets of aircraft? If you can do that, why can't you also do the same thing by creating an avenue whereby your state can also, you meet your state in a very poor situation and leave the state wealthy, just like Obasanjo did to Nigeria. I'm going to end with this. Dino Melaye said something that he bought a McDonald's franchise in the United States of America for $350 million some years back. That today he had franchise in nearly all the states of the American Federation. How did he manage to do that? Because in America, you don't run away from tax. You pay tax. Duly pay tax. In America, you don't pay people below the government-approved standard of payment. Yet, he said he had been able to make so much money every month. How did he manage to do that? If he can do that, why can't the state do the same? Why can't the state governors follow the same path? Rather coming in, complaining, and at the end of the day, you leave the state richer than the state. Yet you said the state is poor. Guys, I still need an answer to some of these things. I'll continue to tell them the truth. I don't need anyone. I'm not going to massage anyone's ego. As far as they are not working according to the plans that they are supposed to do. If they want more money, why can't they begin to fight for restructuring? Thank God the South State have already made their demands known to the federal government. I hope the Southwest does the same. I hope the Southeast does the same also. Let demand for restructuring. Let demand for state policing. Let's see how it goes. Thank you, guys. I'm going to be off right now. See you again 7 o'clock in the evening as I discuss other issues relating to the Southern Nigeria. Thank you, guys. I really appreciate you. Please just share this video as you go. Share this video. Continue to share it. Let's begin to tell the people the truth. Because here, you hear it the way it is. It is raw. It is fact. It is figures. So anything you hear on this platform, you can take it to the bank, and I promise you, you're going to be cashed out. Have a nice day. See you later in the day. God bless. Bye. Okay, please, guys, before I go, if you're not following me on Matter Arising with Humanist TV, please try to do so. Okay, guys, please try to do so. because I'm already getting a lot of threat on my page, my private page. And if I don't do something fast, I might end up not even getting a page. I have to create a new one. So please, if you're not following me there, always go to Nigeria Matter Risings with Humanist Steven, and just click and follow, like and follow. Go to Facebook page, put Matter Arising with Humanist Steven. Then you're going to see the page comes out. Just like and follow. There is a sign of Together We Can. That is my DP, my profile picture. Together We Can. That's what I put there. Together We Can. Just click on it. Follow me there, because most of my videos will be coming there in a short while with Niger Watch and that very particular place. Yeah, that's the problem. Sometimes they don't do that. So that I told you, that's why follow me on this page. Follow me on this page, please. You can follow me on this page. If you're on Facebook, follow me on this page. Matter Rising with Humanist Steven. If you're on YouTube, just subscribe to our channel, Niger Boss channel. Then you're going to get me live every time. Follow me on Facebook and YouTube. If you are my friend on my private page, please try to move over to Matter Rising with Humanist Steven, because they're already having funny because of the traffic that I'm getting now on my private Facebook page. So I know very soon I will start having issues with them. Before I do that, I need to build this one up so they don't, when they lock me up, I can see where to jump to. Okay, guys, I've already gotten about I can't send a notification. That's the problem. Maybe what I will be doing is maybe I will be putting up a post before I come out. I put up a post on YouTube and Facebook, then I come out. That's what I do most of the time. Except when it's an emergency like that, I just jump up. Like I've already said now, I'm going to be out 7 o'clock in the evening. Then everybody should be getting ready. Stay very close to your Facebook. Stay very close to your YouTube. 7 o'clock this evening, I'm coming out with another explosive, interesting, and intriguing, topic. Okay? Thank you, guys. Love you all. Bye for now.